This video is sponsored by Keeper. It looks like we finally have an announcement date for the brand new iPad Air and OLED iPad Pros. Well, it's nothing official, obviously, but rumors are now suggesting an end of March announcement, with some reports out of Asia pointing towards a very specific March 26th release date. Now, Mark Gurman and Ross Young, both highly respected, have been saying that these iPads are expected to ship in April. So my hope and initial thoughts were that the iPads would go on sale on, or at least be announced on March 26th, with the pre-orders going up that Friday, the 29th, and then the iPads being shipped out the following Friday on April 5th. Now, those plans are just my own thoughts. That's kind of how Apple has done things in the past. But it also could very well be announcement goes up on March 26th and pre-orders are available right away, and then they would still ship on April 5th. Again, this is usually how Apple handles most product releases in the past, but unfortunately, Mark Gurman believes that the ship date might not even happen until deeper into April because iPadOS 17.4 probably won't come out until the end of the month, and then the factories will need at least a few weeks to install the update on all of those iPads. Now, just recently, we had the MacBook Air launch, and when I got mine and unboxed both models, they both needed an update to the latest macOS, and so I feel like it's not out of the realm of possibility for an update to kind of be waiting for you the moment you unbox it, but just wanted to mention that little fact because if the announcement happens on the 26th and then they're just not available for like another month, I don't want to get yelled at. Either way, it looks like we're finally about to cross that finish line. And so with that, let's take one last brief look at some of the things that we can expect to see from Apple regarding these new iPads. Starting with the iPad Air, we are for the first time going to get two new models, an 11-inch and a 12.9-inch iPad Air, with the latter being the newest model to the iPad Air lineup. We're expecting these iPads to look and feel roughly the same since it kind of just got a big redesign a few years ago, and so you're not going to notice a lot of huge differences, but there are going to be some noticeable improvements like the M2 chip for improved performance and the possibility of a landscape-oriented front-facing camera. Obviously, we're also getting a larger iPad Air for the first time, so that's going to be noticeable as well. Now, back to the camera, how Apple is achieving this switch to a landscape FaceTime camera on the new iPad models, both this and the iPad Pros, is unclear since the second generation Apple Pencil currently connects to both the iPad Air and the iPad Pro using an inductive magnetic charger along the same side. Now, we're obviously expecting new iPad Pro models to come. I've mentioned it a few times, and those will be coming in two slightly new sizes, an 11.1 and 13.1 inch size. These OLED displays will bring deeper blacks, faster refresh rates, and improved contrast, and could even be thinner than the previous models due to these new OLED displays. And I'm just super looking forward to OLED technology on my iPad finally. It just looks so much better. I have OLED TVs. I love them. Mini LED was not bad, but it's still not quite there compared to OLED, and so I'm finally looking forward to that transition. There have also been rumors of a glass back for wireless MagSafe charging. That one I'm not totally sure on, but it's actually been rumored for a few years now. And so that could happen for the iPad Pro, but perhaps the more intriguing aspect of this whole launch are the new accessories that are being rumored to go alongside them. The revamped iPad Pros could come with a refreshed version of the Magic Keyboard that includes a larger trackpad to make the iPad Pro look and feel more like a laptop than the current model. It could also be made up of more premium materials like aluminum. There have been rumors of a third generation Apple Pencil with interchangeable magnetic tips, and if there is a new Apple Pencil in the works, it could come out alongside those new iPad Pro models, and it will be intriguing to see if the compatibility of that pencil will trickle on down to the iPad Air as well, or at least the new iPad Air. But of course, I would love to hear from you in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about the new iPad Airs, the new iPad Pros, the new accessories. Go ahead and let me know down in those comments. Now, before we end today's video, I want to give you more information about today's sponsor, Keeper. Ever wish you could just get rid of passwords forever? Don't we all? Luckily, passkeys are here and they're bringing us one step closer to a passwordless future. Keeper Security, the password manager that I use and the sponsor of today's video, now supports passkeys on iPhone and Android. Keeper also supports passkeys in their browser extension, which means with Keeper, you can create and use both passwords and passkeys across any of your devices. Passkeys let you log into apps and accounts the same way you unlock your phone, with your fingerprint or facial recognition. And they're super secure. They're phishing resistant and support two-factor authentication by design. Unfortunately, many websites just don't support passkeys yet, which is why Keeper lets you create and store passkeys right alongside all those old-fashioned passwords you still have to remember. So if you're one of the few out there who don't use a password manager, and it's really just wild to think how many people use the same password for everything, and if you're that person, be better than that. Use Keeper Manager like I do. I've gotten all of my friends and family to use Keeper to manage their passwords, so really, what's stopping you? And if you want to get 50% off of a Keeper subscription, you can use code MacRumors50 or just click the link in the description down below and get started with a 30-day free trial. Thank you so much, Keeper, for sponsoring this video. And of course, this has been Dan with MacRumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.